Hello families, I just wanted to take a minute to make a little video to go over everything that we talked about in the parent Zoom the other night so that everybody's on the same page with classroom expectations and student responsibilities after we have gotten through this first quarter of school. So now that we've kind of settled into our routine, I wanted to just go over a few things really quick so that you kind of know my expectations of students in the classrooms and some of their responsibilities. So obviously, behaviorally, we want students to be focused and hardworking during the day. In second grade, we don't expect perfection by any means, but we expect students to get their work done in class. If that is not possible for them on certain days, or they just have a hard time focusing on a certain day, they may be taking work home with them. That'll be in their pink folder, in that communication folder in the return to school side. So that's one reason why it's very important to check that every night, because they might have a little bit of work to complete. They will also be taking home all their graded papers in that folder that I sent home, as well as any information or events going home. Will go home about the school. So keep a lookout on that. There might be things to sign or different things to know that's going on with the school. Picture days coming up, parent-teacher conferences, things like that. So make sure you check their pink folder every night and also their planner. In their planner every night, we write down the things we did that day in ELA and math and the special that we had. They will also record their color. This planner is to be signed each night as students go home, so that I know you've checked it and that you know what color they were on and what kind of day they might have had. The color system that I'm using this year is posted on the parent page on PowerSchool. The one I'm using this year, they have a little more room to go up instead of more options to go down. So they all start on green every single day. They can go up to blue and then purple, and then pink is the highest for very exceptional behavior all day. If they start on green and they have a hard time, they'll move to yellow. And yellow doesn't mean that they've had a horrible day. It means there were just a few instances during the day where they were having a hard time. So it's just a warning and just a think about it. If they do get to yellow and they really turn their behavior around, they can move back up to green. And then there's orange below that. And orange usually comes with a consequence of sorts. They might miss recess for a short time to talk with me about their behavior, or to just kind of take a break, take a time out. Or they might have to, miss a little part of specials to discuss their behavior. Or if they're having behavior problems in specials, then they might have to come over to me and obviously discuss what's going on. So an orange usually comes with a slight consequence and a discussion with the teacher about behavior. If their behavior is a little more serious and they've moved down to orange, we will call home. But if we can discuss it and handle it in the classroom, then that's what we'll do. Red is the last color down, and that's immediate parent contact. When you will be contacted during the school day or directly after the school day to talk about your child's behavior that day and what was going on, so that we can work together to make sure that they are successful in school. So that's the planner and the pink folder. We obviously expect students to be students of distinction. We talk about that a lot in school. So that just means they're focused, they're hardworking, they're considerate of others, they are following school rules, that they include others, especially at recess. They use kind words. So all of those kinds of things are kind of what we look for in a student of distinction. And that's something we help them to strive for every day. I also wanted to remind everybody about our Title I event that is posted on the parent page in PowerSchool. It's a quick video and then a Google form to fill out. So if you have a moment, especially right after you watch this video, if you could please fill out the Google form and watch the video about our Title I event, that would be wonderful. And then lastly, on my parent page that I wanted to talk about real quick was device insurance. If you would like to insure your child's iPad so that if it is broken or the screen shatters or anything like that, I believe it's about $25 to $30. And if you copy the link on the page, then it'll take you right to the place where you can sign up for that. And it's per iPad, so if you have multiple kids in your family, you can get insurance per iPad, or if you have laptops in the family, you can select what devices you have on that page. And that way, if something does happen to the iPad, accidents can happen. They have a nice case on them, but nonetheless, um, accidents, screens break. So you can go ahead and sign up for that device insurance if you'd like to. A few student responsibilities real quick. We do expect students to charge their iPad every night. We do use it every single day. So if students come to school with very low battery or no battery, it's very inconvenient. So students, I have a couple charging stations where students will have to sit and they'll have to let their iPad charge. If those charging stations are taken up, because there's only 2 that I can have to still follow social distancing rules, then they will be without the iPad for that day. And that can be difficult for a student, and they may miss out on things if they are not able to have an iPad. So it's very important that it gets charged every single night. And also, we have library on Tuesdays, and students this year so far have been really awesome about having their library books every Tuesday. Some of them keep them in the classroom to read, some of them take them home, but they are able to exchange books every Tuesday. So those have to be brought back every Tuesday morning so that students can get a new book. Also, tennis shoes can be kept in the classroom if need be, because I know our gym day is different every single week with our rotating schedule. So if it is easier for you to just have your kid wear tennis shoes every day to school, then that's great. But if they like boots, especially as the winter weather comes and they want warmer shoes, we do have cubbies above their hooks, so they can keep tennis shoes in their cubby. And that way they always have them, and they can change out of their boots into their PE shoes so that they can run and play in PE. The last thing that I wanted to go over is that students will be given spelling words every week. Those are written in their planner, and they also bring home a page in their pink folder so that they could be quizzed with their spelling words. So in the page, you can cut it on the dotted line so that the parent or guardian holds the spelling words and the student has the numbered lines. And if they want to kind of have someone quiz them so they can practice. Also for practice, they could be writing their spelling words into sentences or writing each spelling word a few times. In class, we do rainbow writing where they have to write in a lot of colors. So all of those things help students remember the sounds of each word and how to spell the word. So if that's something that if you want your child to be practicing something at home, it's a little homework piece that you could be working with them on. Also, we want students to read every day for 20 minutes. So a little piece of homework also could be reading for 20 minutes and practicing spelling words. Right now, we're not sending home any kind of formal homework packets because it's a lot of back and forth and kind of a lot of just papers being exchanged. So we are kind of keeping the homework minimal. There are things on their iPad that they can do. They can practice Dreambox, they can practice spelling words, they can read for 20 minutes. I post phonics assignments on their Wonders app through Clever, and they all know how to access that. So there are phonics activities on there, as well as books that they can read on the Wonders app. So there are a lot of things that they can do at home for homework without having a formal homework packet. Other than that, there was really not much else to go over, but please email me or call me. I will be available to answer any questions that you have about our school year so far and the expectations that I have and student responsibilities. So if you want to call me, I'm always here between 7 and 8 in the morning, and you can email me at any time and I can get back to you as soon as possible. It's been a great year so far, and this class has been wonderful. So far, so good, but I just wanted you to have that little bit of information about our classroom. I hope you have a great night and a great week.